You are now recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Ms. Davies, thank you for your time and your testimony today. And I'm sorry I'm hopping back and forth between committees. Congratulations on your recent confirmation. I want to ask you about the DOD's Cybersecurity Maturity Model Certification, or CMMC, requirements. I think we can all agree on the national security imperative of protecting sensitive government information from our adversaries. But when regulations created to achieve this goal are so overbearing and so restrictive that it causes important small businesses to leave the defense industrial base or decide against working with the government in the first place, that also harms our national security. And for an example, I had a recent meeting with my Defense Advisory Board. I heard from one small business in my district that does not that they do all of their contracted work on base and on government computers. However, the owner has to handle federal contract information on a private work laptop, which, according to the program, only requires CMMC Level 1 self-attestation. However, the department has informed her that she must meet CMMC Level 2 high requirements. This one requirement, which only applies to one employee who isn't even doing the sensitive work, is going to cost her company over $100,000 just to be able to do business with the department. And this is just one of the many stories I've heard from my district over the last several months while CMMC implementation begins. And while large primes may be able to stomach those costs and employ dozens of employees to track compliance, these regulations and costs can easily cause a small contractor to go bankrupt or leave the industrial base, depriving our warfighters of their exceptional capabilities. And a recent GAO study found that the DOD had, quote, not systematically assessed and documented the external factors that could affect the department meeting its CMMC goals, unquote. They specifically called out the DOD's reliance on private stakeholders for assessing compliance, such as the Cyber AB, an independent nonprofit tasked with overseeing CMMC implementation and compliance. According to the report, the department does not adequately understand whether there are enough C3PAOs to handle the volume of contractors needing to be deemed CMMC compliant. So I want to commend you first because one of your early actions after being confirmed was to order a dedicated review of the CMMC ecosystem and its effects on our national defense strategy. What's the status of this review, and when can we expect to receive the results?
Congressman, the review is still underway, but I'm happy to share with you some early observations. I think my observations are also informed by having been in industry as well and looking at this. Look, the topic of supply chain risk management, and especially cyber risk management across the supply chain, is very important. Of course, we want the data to be safe, confidential. Of course, we want the integrity of the data to be there. But what we really also want is our defense industrial base to have availability of their systems in order to produce the things that the Department of War and our military, our war fighters need, right? So part of the observation that I can share with you is what the Secretary has so wisely spoken loud and clear, which is we need to reduce the regulatory burden and offer new entrants a shot at getting in and doing business with us. I can commit to you that this is the lens through which I am looking at CMMC.
Great, great. And so what kind of oversight does the department have into the millions of dollars received by Cyber AB and C3PAOs from the frankly exorbitant fees that they're charging for their services?
A lot of the supply chain risk management, even in industry, Congressman, is conducted by third parties. The volume of it is so enormous. We couldn't possibly hire enough people to do all of those assessments. That said, the oversight does come through my office, and we are having a look at that as well to see where we can be streamlining things, looking first at the totality of CMMC and how we can be addressing the Secretary's direction of reducing regulatory burden, but then also looking to see how we can streamline these efforts too.
Okay, and I've got just a couple of seconds left, but let's talk about overclassification. What's your office doing to ensure the department's not overclassifying CUI basic information and data?
A topic near to my heart. We are right in the thick of looking at this right now, Congressman.
Great. All right. Thank you, and I yield back.